What the fuck? Oh.
The requisition.
Yeah, requisition.
Oh, okay.
I need to see, and that requisition, I think only one person does it.
I think it's the person with the highest requisition or highest rank, which would be Lyra, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay, throw engine must make one requisition test for each organization, item, or vessel in turn. In this case, it will be one cruiser. Modifiers. Okay, so before you roll. Okay, so let's start with duration, because that will include modifiers. Do you want commission that cruiser for single mission, which can be like 1-2 sessions, for entire adventure, or permanently? An entire adventure, which would mean the this mission. I mean, no, in this entire assignment.
Out of character, Lyra's gonna need a ship. She's an Inquisitor. She needs her own ship. Her retinue isn't very big, so it doesn't need to be a very big ship. So a cruiser is plenty big enough for what we need.
And it's also enough room to put like additional troops that we might find to ally with us on. Exactly.
Yeah. So I would say get it for as long as we can get it for.
Yeah.
Out of character, I'm saying all that.
Yeah. What are the? Can I know the modifiers for it?
Okay, so entire adventure is modifier +0. Permanently is modifier -20.
Okay, and what am I rolling for it? Is it a skill or is it just a 100?
I think it's a D100 and you have to roll under your influence.
Yeah, it's based off your influence.
Oh.
Also, give me a moment because
I think so.
Because if that's Imperial Navy vessel, also there is other available modifier. And give me a moment, I need to find it. Okay, Imperial Navy vessel.
Maybe give her pluses if she has Pier Navy.
It's rare. She can get pluses if that's rare, but rare. It's -10 modifier.
So what is our influence?
We have 50. She probably has more.
Everybody started with
50.
We're talking about our Inquisitor?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh.
Every character started with the same influence. If she has,
because we spend it as a group.
If she has, if she has peer or friend navy, she can get positive modifiers.
Yeah, all I have is I just have good reputation Inquisition, so.
Well,
maybe if we could get an inquisitorial cruisers are a thing. Could we get a inquisitorial cruiser? It's a specifically modified cruiser that's the Inquisition employed.
Yeah, but I'm looking up.
It's also a matter.
What was that, Gabriel?
Well, it's also a matter of like time frame. Like, sure, they exist, but getting one to us. Yeah. I mean, this ship is here now.
I might even fuck you even more because
Xavier Xanthus has peer military.
I have peer military too.
I'd be able to get some bonuses for that because we're connected.
Okay.
Well, our cadre is connected.
Okay, there's something because rare it's like military force from guard or navy. Near unique is transport aboard or use of a naval ship of cruise size of or large. And availability near unique is like -50. And that about specific inquisitorial ship. What would that be in terms of modifiers?
Well, I mean, technically we could just get this ship and then outfit it as we go along for that purpose.
Inquisitorial ships are just ones that have been already modified to...
Yeah, even though, but that's still, for that particular ship, that's still a requisition, because that ship is bound to have other... Because the way it works, the way I saw it's written in Ascension, sure, you are like all-powerful throne agents, Inquisition, but in case you fail the roll, it's not that they say fuck you, you don't get that. but actually you get like Destiny piles reasons against you, so there's like bureaucratic red tape or like non-malicious ways to say that sadly at this point that particular commission is out of question. That's why the thing with commissioning exists. If you're interested, that's on page 15 to 17 of Ascension PDF. No wait, that's 15 or rather 14 to 16. I mean, you can try to send. Either try to make that roll, or
what we could do is just get this ship for an adventure, and during our adventure, be making moves toward getting another ship.
That's true.
Yeah.
So that would make this ship at a 0 modifier instead of a -20.
Mm-hmm.
I can even say, I won't be that much of a dick, so I will say that if you decide to take it for like single, the first one for like terms, that with +20. So for single mission, 1-2 sessions,
we can just say we're taking this. We need this ship for the duration of our mission.
Technically yes, but not fully.
It's also a matter of. So technically, this belongs to the Emperor.
A matter of what? You cut out.
This is an Imperial Navy vessel. It belongs to the Emperor.
Mm-hmm.
So, kind of, but there's people above us that be all like, nah. So
I think what
we can do it for this mission and then just
what Xavier
extend
said,
it if necessary.
What Xavier said made the most sense. Take it for this mission, and in doing so, put out feelers for our own ship. We wouldn't have to roll it to -20. We wouldn't have to curb the implications that would come from taking it from an extended period of time, and hopefully by then we'll have our own ship. So at least that makes the most sense to me.
Okay.
I mean, you can.
I'm going to ask the captain of the ship what he was supposed to be doing before he came here.
Yeah, he responds that our current task is, after towing the ship, is to support Armada of Admiral Johannes Dumac in support on Kulf, on planet Kulf.
Right.
Yeah, because on Kulf there's like freeway fighting because between guardsmen, orcs, and Severandomi.
Well, if it's part of an armada, then...
Yeah, it was part of that armada that we were with originally, and then we split off to visit here. I think our best bet would be, or something that might help us, would to be talk to the Admiral and tell him that in exchange for letting us use the ship for our hunting of these maps, when we return to Kolth, we'll assist them in fighting off the orcs and the Dominant. Since admirals are kind of like at that peer level.
Yeah, admirals are peers. Rogue Traders are peers, admirals, Space Marines chapter masters, and some planet governors.
So I don't want to just rip him off or hurt our influence with the Navy, so I think telling him that we'll help him fight on Kolth in exchange for letting us use this ship would be a bit of a trade that could soften us just taking a ship out of the armada.
Okay.
We might need to go to Kolth eventually, so it's not too far-fetched to do. So yeah, why not?
Okay, so as you are going towards that armada, I won't bother you with some troubles during travel or warspace shenanigans. You rejoin after some time, because obviously the towing takes some time, so after several hours you rejoin the armada. You meet Admiral again, as in the background, space background, we see fires on planet Kolth as the war rages on. This is one of the war worlds. And Admiral Johannes, like so. Welcome again, Lady Inquisitor. What can I help you this time?
We are searching for an artifact, and we have only a piece of the map. The rogue trader has told us where we can attempt to find the rest of the map, but we need a ship to travel in. So in exchange for you allowing us to use that cruiser that you had sent off to search for these map pieces, when we return, we will dedicate ourselves to helping you on Kolth. Is this a fair trade for you?
Give me some, I don't know, diplomacy, charm, or whatever you use for, like, personal skill.
Sure. Let's see, I think charm is probably the best one that I have here.
And I would say, from me, it's minus the mod. Because he likes you, he thinks of you like you are okay Inquisitor, but he also has his orders, and he's kind of reluctant because he's kind of afraid that if even one ship might make it.
Mm-hmm.
Because you might say Armada, but the reason why Guardsmen didn't win already is there are much bigger problems in surrounding sectors.
Mm-hmm. So you want me to just roll the charm then?
Yeah, you can roll charm. From me it's minus 10. I don't know if you get any modifiers from yourself because of your talents or traits.
I don't think I have anything, because I don't think...
Do you have talented charm?
No.
Okay.
Probably want to get that if you're planning on being talky. Were you planning on being talky? I forget.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably get that.
Okay. Is that just you'll have to tell me what that's about, or what? How
it's
I get
part
it.
Of a. Is it a plus 10 or plus 20 to all?
Plus 10.
Okay.
In addition to all your other pluses, so it's basically a plus 30. It gives you a plus 30.
40.
Like it starts.
Oh, 30, yeah, you're right, sorry,
30.
I just dipshitted. Yeah, my apologies,
10.
my apologies, yeah.
It's like it is in Black Crusade, where there's a third tier beyond plus 20.
Okay. So then I'll just roll it with the minus 10 then. Let's see.
Big bucks, no whammies.
Risky for a bit. Oh, wow. You should fate point that up.
Fate point, yeah.
Nice.
Success.
That's, yeah.
Risk it for a chocolatey biscuit.
Yeah, sometimes I'm forgetting how you can use fate point. It's not only reroll, but you can add 10 to already rolled stuff. Or
I think it's actually plus 20 in... I think it's actually plus 20 in...
I'm pretty sure it's only plus 10 because it...
I called Alex on it once, I think.
I'm pretty sure it's basically Black Crusade's plus 30 tier. Because Black Crusade has a ticked plus 10, plus 20, and plus 30. Sure, it's just another... making it on tier with Black Crusade. I could be wrong, but I don't think I am.
Speaking of fate points, what's the usual rule for regaining them? It's like you can regain them every sessions, or?
If you just spent them, they
Okay, cool. Okay, so
yeah.
like admiral like sides, and like because there are like comfy chairs in his like quarters, and he like asks you to like sit down, and he sits down.
No, it's add 2 degrees of add 2 degrees of success to a test.
Huh. Okay.
It's on page 11.
Okay. I'll take your word for it. That's Ascension.
Yes.
And he says,
"Did not know that."
I'd be willing to give that cruiser, but about that coal situation, Lady Inquisitor, you must understand that it's obviously as a those who serve Emperor and Empire, we smash all our enemies, but situation with Severan Dominate is tricky, to say at least. Even with your help, we don't really have enough. Our command is still trying to figure out how to deal with the situation, because if we cannot focus our efforts both on orcs and Severans at once, to both smash them at once. So the problem might be if we focus on Severans, then the orcs will strike at us, and you know, vice versa. Plus, from latest, it's only talk, unless Lyra took somebody with her to talks with Admiral, then there are only 2 of them in.
I would say she might take the her interrogator along.
Sure. Yeah. I'd always bring at least 1 person. I don't want to get myself cornered.
Okay. So the reason, I imagine maybe Inquisition had some plans to decapitate leadership of Dominate, but that's why I think, and well, as I talk with like other Inquisitor in my time, in case if something goes wrong, as far as we can tell, as far as Intel tells, current Severan, the leader, doesn't have alliance with the Reynos powers yet. We know, or rather we highly suspect, or we know that he works with Eldars, or Dark Eldars, in exchange for God knows what, like lives of his but you know, desperate man goes for desperate measures. So, as I said, tricky situation that your intervention might, in a short term, help, but in a long term, make situation worse. I will obviously love to use your help for close situation, but I will require some time, a day or 2, to figure it out where I could use you, like where I could use your Lady Inquisitor and your card, like to best of your ability.
That's acceptable. We should be gone for a few days as well, tracking down these maps, so by the time we return, I expect you would have had ample time to analyze the battlefield.
Indeed. Speaking of tracking those maps, do you have a way of finding them? Because
yeah,
periphery is, you know, still kinda large space.
Yeah, we were told that the other maps have a beacon that an astropath should be able to follow, so we're going to attempt to use that to locate the other shards of the map.
Would you like to use my ship's astropath?
We were hoping to take that cruiser and use its crew to search for the...
Oh right, because... oh shit, I forgot you are on the ship. Yeah, it's late for me, so I'm messing stuff up.
No problem.
Yeah, and like... and you're like... of course, please give me a moment. And you're like... like sends some digital message to that cruiser, you guess, and then he like pulls out parchment and writes down personal order, then stamps it down and like gives it to you. That's my personal order for captain of that vessel, and that you are under his command. But before he did that, I guess he asked you like, may I ask like for how long would you require that vessel, Lady Inquisitor?
We're not, we don't have a definite time frame, but it should, all things going well, take merely a few days or a week, maybe 2 at most.
Well then, and then he like obviously gives you, for, I guess for everybody's sake, I hope everything goes as smoothly as possible. Good luck to you, Lady Inquisitor.
And to you as well over on Koth. We shall return shortly to ensure the Empire, or the Emperor, has a dominant victory over the heretics.
Yep, he gives a similar thing for goodbye, but I'm really like figure out some cheesy line like praise the Emperor. Yeah, standard.
We stand there for a few minutes, circle jerking about the Emperor.
Yeah. Really like 2 paladins stacking with one another, trying to one-up each other. Okay, so one last thing I want to do before I'm getting too tired. One last thing for this particular session. You go to Astropaths, they start on that ship. Obviously the captain just salutes and will obey. The thing with Astropaths, they start looking for those beacons, and they find them. Okay, so one of them is, I will next session, if you decide to go after it, I will like pinpoint certain location, but one of them is probably on a space hulk, because Astropaths descended that the beacon is moving very slowly or erratically sometimes, because they like track them over course of time, not by few minutes but for a few hours. And that one is, give me a moment,
Christ.
it's somewhere between Lucius and Oriat, so that's Lucius, yeah. Obviously, if you decide to go after that, they will pinpoint the location more in that general direction between Lucius and Oriat. So that's one, although that's their assumption that it might be somewhere on it. Other one pinpoints you from Ohm's world. Oxmord is one of the Severan Dominates worlds, although I could not find it in Periphery map, no matter how much I looked. So that's second one, and give me a moment. And let's say last one. There's a very faint single ping that they only managed to catch it for a minute before it disappeared. And the single ping came from Cult itself.
It's a trap! It's a trap!
It's almost certainly a trap.
So, we get a hostile takeover of a space Hulk.
fucking... You better do the Space Hulk first before it goes away.
I hope it's an Orky Space Hulk, not a...
Oh, it's gonna be something worse.
Nitty Space Hulk.
It's gonna be either Niddy or Zinchi. KLC.
Then we go to the Severin Dominant world and sneak around on there, you know.
Sneaky peeky like.
And then we'll head to Cult and simultaneously crush the Severin Dominant, stop the Orc Warg, and get our map piece. Because we can do that, right? Like, we're cool.
Damn right.
Yeah. We're that badass.
Oh, yeah.
We'll give the orcs a week warning. They have a week to leave before we get there.
We can stop up, and if we want to be that douche, we can just like stop off on nearby planets and requisition troops.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we may.
We got 2 people with peer military, just like, yo, we're gonna need you on the war effort on Kulf. Come with us, bro.
Yeah, we may pick up a few people to reinforce Kulf. Though, actually, I'm sure if the war is this big on Kulf, they're bringing people outside from the Inquisition in, that most of the planets nearby are probably already stripped of military.
Oh, it doesn't matter. We'll strip them further. Straight down to their underpants. We'll take them off as well. Bare bones.
Depends how you roll on your Inquisition and Requisition. Because because you smartly managed to get that cruiser, but usually next times it's just hard D100 roll on Inquisition. If you fail, then you don't get it. Simple as.
Yeah. There's also we can take a hit to influence to gain the favor that we want. But
just realized something as well. Out of curiosity, how much experience will we be getting? I know it's a bit before time. I just want to know because
for this particular session, it's because I'm gonna also include last one, even though it was mostly introductory. You did something, introduce your characters. So for the last one and this one, all in all, you get 900 XP each.
Can you enter that in the chat? Actually, I guess I can do it.
That's awesome. That should be enough to buy a companion.
Not a super great.
Hey, like my stormtroopers that I had in the other campaign were like 1,000 for the whole squad. The commander was 1,000 herself, but
you pay experience to get people.
Yep.
Contacts. Page 220 in the Inquisitor's Handbook.
And the more XP you spend, the more loyal they are, the better equipped they are, the more things they have, etc.
I'm just gonna hand some child on a random planet a heavy bolter and make him my contact.
Get stormtroopers.
Wow.
This GM probably won't take him away from you too.
I see. I'm gonna have to study this.
No, killing that child will be too easy. No, that child will be subverted by chaos powers and used as a sleeper agent.
No, but at least you'll do it in plot, as opposed to...
At least you'll do it in plot rather than just because fuck you. That's
yeah, you don't have access to these guys anymore. Is basically what it amounted to in that
I spent fucking almost like 3,000 XP on a squad of 6 stormtroopers and 1 captain. And they got taken away from me after 1 session. It was so sad.
Every session I hear a story about this guy. You really have a huge
You will hear a lot more over the time.
We should IM Nathan.
Okay, so I know
a YouTube link
I need to
Please do.
So next time I'm preparing Space Hulk. Okay, good to know.
Actually, yeah, we should probably agree on that. So,
Space Hulk is me.
Space Hulk sounds good.
Please orcs.
Okay, so
it's gonna be. Oh, is it gonna be Tyranids like the fucking Dawn of War mission?
Whatever it is, I hate it.
We're gonna go there and it'll be Tyranids go all dead space on us.
Oh my god, I can't wait.
I'm not even sure what doesn't count for my hatred.
Okay, I'm not gonna spoil anything, but probably not them.
No.
Soon. As I mentioned, sooner or later, because there's a Tyrant Star prophecy about Calixan's sector, so...
Well, shit.
Oh, fuck.
That's the common thing for, like, Dark Heresy, that
no.
entire Inquisition knows about Tyrant Star. But it's not necessarily connected to Tyrants, because if not, Inquisition doesn't have a fucking clue what exactly it means, but it's... They think that's something powerful enough that if they fuck this up, Calixan's sector goes bye-bye, and then maybe Empire of Men too. The book doesn't state what exactly is it. Anyways, yeah, I know what I'm gonna do, and I'll be... Yeah, I'm stopping recording.